and I'm here to bring you the market update on housing this week. Things are looking really good right now. If you're a buyer and if you're a seller, and I'm going to hit all of those, the numbers are going up. Numbers are looking good. We'll get more in detail on that in just 1 second, but I want to take a moment to actually bring up a promotion for an interview that we're doing next week that I know you're not going to want to miss. We are actually going to be interviewing TLC Tutoring next Thursday at 1 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss this tutoring company. They're locally owned, which is awesome for all of us parents that are doing a whole bunch of homeschooling right now, and we got to get some help. I was reading some tweets about some the best parenting tweets of the week, and the one that I liked the best was a parent looks over at their kid and says, "Hey son, what is 237 minus 127?" And the son gives him the answer, and he goes, "All right, thanks." And then he said, and then the caption said that he fills in his tax documents, and so he's asking his son help on his taxes, and that's his homeschooling for the week. You know what? There's probably a lot of us that are feeling the exact same way. This whole homeschooling is like way over our head. I will tell you this: Fridays are my day to homeschool my kids, and I tell them when I do it, they have to call me Professor Hagan. And they laugh at it. They call me Dad. I say, nope, it's Professor Hagan. And so we get into that, and it's a lot of fun. They have fun with it. Thankfully, mine's 5 years old and 9 years old. I can still help her with her math. Although I did have to Google what a parallelogram was the other day. Should have known that, but it's been a while. So anyway, that's why we might need a tutor, though. So next Thursday, they're going to be on there. We're going to be talking to them about what they do. And great news about what they are doing is everyone who watches and leaves a comment during the interview is going to get a free tutoring session. I think that's an incredible offer that they have decided to give everyone who views the interview and you comment. Let someone else know about it. I mean, man, right now we're all at home tutoring our kids and trying our best to work and to get things done and hope that little Johnny and little Susie don't have to retake third grade again because mom and dad didn't do as good a job. There are a local tutoring company out there that's willing to help, and I think it's great. It's going to be next Thursday, 1 p.m., so watch that. I will tell you, too, so now let's get into the market update for the week. Market update for the week is, I'm going to bring up pendings real quick because I do like showing those by themselves and just talking about them. Bring them up on a solo here so that you can see it a little bigger. If you remember when I was talking about these during the first month, you see how 243 goes down to 222. We saw a straight month of that happening. And the last 2 weeks, we saw it go just skyrocket, almost 50 points from 222 to 270, and then last week almost another 25 points, excuse me, over 30 points that we had go up on the number of pendings, and we're seeing that kind of thing happen. And as a matter of fact, I'm looking at next week's numbers that we're going to talk about, and the trend is going to be higher than the 305 we have for this week. And those are incredible numbers. What it says is the market is not doing as bad as some of the national analysts are saying that it was going to do. Great news if you're a seller, and in my opinion, it's still great news if you're a buyer. And what that means, though, is get off the fence. It's not a time to wait and think that the prices are going to go lower. This is not me just saying this because I'm wanting to get you to go out and use me to buy a house or something. It's looking at the numbers. If those numbers were showing negatives and going down, like we'll look at 1 week, I'm going to bring everything up right now so you can see everything, and I'll just talk about this. So 3 weeks ago, what we looked at was the red line is the pendings, the green line is the actives. And so when you see that red line dipped below the green line, if we would have continued seeing that trend, that would have meant the market has shifted and was shifting into a buyer's market, which we haven't seen in almost a decade. And you know, they were saying around the country that's what was happening. We were shifting in that direction. There are parts of the country that had that. In looking at these numbers, though, we're seeing the trend now is the new listings have actually gone down and the number of pendings have gone up. I don't expect prices to go up as well at this point. I'm considering that those are probably going to be levels staying about where they're at. They're not. I don't see them going down. When you have this many people buying a home, they don't need to go down unless the houses were overpriced to begin with, and then they'll do their price reduction, because we do have some price reductions on there. You can look at those. But what we're seeing, the trends for next week is that unless something drastic happens the next 3 days, the pendings will end up being higher than they are at 305. And I'm seeing that the number of new listings is probably going to be lower than where they're at right now. And all of that's good news. If you're a seller, it's great news, because you know you're not going underwater. I remember back in 2008 when all of this hit, I owned my home and we lost about 40% of the value of our home. Maybe that's a little high. Maybe it was 30%. It was, I went in and they reassessed my house and raised the value of it. And I was actually trying to sell it at the time. And I went in and I fought it. And being a real estate agent, it gave me a little more clout because I had access to information. And I put the information down in front of them. And I just remember looking at them and said, look, if I could sell my house for the price that you have it at, I would sell it. Problem is, I've got it listed at this price and I can't even sell it there. And I just remember looking at that. And if you remember that time, that was a tough time. This is not like that time. The sentiment, the feelings on the inside as far as the market goes and stuff, they're not like that. Finance side is not like that. What's different is that we've got a virus that is being a pandemic around the world, and it's causing everyone to stay at home. And many people, it's causing you to be scared and react and respond in ways that are not normal to how you respond. So we have this stuff over here going on, and but the market looks good. I believe it's going to continue to look good. And so that's your market update. Before we get done, I do want to once again tell you about the interview we have coming up next week with TLC Tutoring. It is going to be on Thursday at 1 p.m. And again, if you're a parent like me who is not used to teaching your kids and has to Google what a parallelogram is, you very well may need a tutoring session with your kids. And TLC is a local tutoring company that is incredible. I know the owners, and you will want to know them as well. And again, they will be giving away next week. They will be giving away, for everyone who comments on it, they're going to be giving away a free tutoring session. So you do not want to miss that. All right, guys. You guys have a great weekend. God bless you. Let's have a lot of fun. All right. Bye.